published 17:30 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 11th of May 2018, updated 17:30 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 11th of May 2018. Committed England women's football coach Phil Neville was on the banks of the Thames at Caversham at 6:30 a.m. on Friday following the Footballer of the Year dinner. The early start was so Neville could study GB rowing coach Jurgen Grobler working crews from his bike on the Thames pathway. Neville is keen to learn about the performance environments of successful sports and especially how they keep winning. Jurgen Grobler has certainly done that, coaching GB crews to gold at every Olympics since 1992. England women's coach Phil Neville has been to study GB rowing guru Jurgen Grobler. The rowing experience was set up for Neville by Baroness Campbell, the FA's head of women's football and former chairwoman of UK Sport. She intends to repeat the exercise with other sports Neville might want to learn from. The former England defender, 41, has the same open mind to taking coaching tips from outside football as head coach Gareth Southgate, who has shared notes with England rugby union boss Eddie Jones among others. Meanwhile, Neville coped with aplomb at the FWA dinner after finding that the inaugural Women's Footballer of the Year trophy he was due to present to Chelsea striker Fran Kirby was missing from the stage. Michael Owen played for Liverpool and Real Madrid, but that has not been enough to earn him a place on the BT Sport team for the Champions League final. Owen has fallen so far down the BT rankings that Glenn Hoddle and Steve McManaman, who also represented both finalists, have been preferred as co-commentators in Kiev. Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard and Rio Ferdinand are the pundits. Michael Owen has missed out on a place on the BT Sport team for the Champions League final. FIFA have declared, in the wisdom, that it is up to the 4 US-run territories of American Samoa, US Virgin Islands, Guam and Puerto Rico to declare whether they are conflicted by voting in the 2026 World Cup hosts election. The USA are part of a joint bid with Mexico and Canada. Surely such a blatant conflict should be something FIFA take a decision on. A FIFA spokesman said they were following the Congress vote regulations. There will be outrage at Manchester City if Premier League winning boss Pep Guardiola is not honoured by the League Managers Association at their awards dinner on Tuesday. City's concern follows former managers Manuel Pellegrini 2014 and Roberto Mancini 2012 being snubbed by the LMA despite the City sides winning the title. Instead, Alan Pardew and Brendan Rodgers respectively picked up the major award. There will be outrage at Manchester City if Pep Guardiola is not honoured by the LMA Awards for Wembley civil war. A revolt by FA Blazers over the proposed £600 million sale of Wembley to Shahid Khan was expected to break out at the council meeting on May 29, but it has already kicked off. FA Chairman Greg Clark tried to preempt any trouble by outlining the controversial plans this week to around 80 councillors representing the national game. And it's understood there was around 80% opposition in the room to the Wembley plans, with the Blazers demanding far more clarity about the scheme and plenty of questions Clark was unable to answer. A revolt by FA Blazers over the proposed £600 million sale of Wembley has already kicked off. It is noticeable that the ECB are pushing forward Sanjay Patel and Mike Fordham as the main men behind the 100. If the concept goes belly up, which is a distinct possibility given the opposition, then no doubt the pair will be made scapegoats in the bloodletting that inevitably follows. There is likely to be an extra edge to Saturday's Championship playoff semi-final first leg between Middlesbrough and Aston Villa following claims from the Riverside that Villa players have already been asked how many tickets they want for the Wembley final for friends and family. Villa deny strongly that they have already started their arrangements for the showpiece match on May 26 before they have qualified. Aston Villa players have already been asked how many tickets they want for the playoff final.